Peter Welch, a chief deputy whip for the House Democrats. Congressman Welch, are you an optimist or a pessimist when it comes to a government shutdown?
Well, it's 60-40 either way. I mean, we should not be having a government shutdown. This is a very dangerous game we're playing. It'll be very damaging to the economy and very damaging for our credibility.
Well, it's happened before. Did it damage our credibility before?
Well, it did. I mean, first of all, the real question here is whether we're going to solve the budget problem as a practical issue to be resolved, or is this going to be an ideological battle to be won? You know, right now I'm hearing numbers between $30 and $40 billion. That's very doable if we put everything on the table. But if what we want to do is inject other positions like getting rid of health care, like prohibiting the EPA from doing anything on regulation, like eliminating Planned Parenthood. These are hand grenades that get imposed by folks who want to leverage the budget shutdown to achieve their own ideological point of view. And by the way, these would be legitimate arguments, but you don't want to attach them to this incredibly important issue of bringing our country into fiscal balance.
Well, a budget is kind of an ideological document, isn't it? It prioritizes where you want to spend money.
Well, that's exactly right, but it should be on the spending. In other words, if you want to have a debate about how much we spend on health care, that does belong in the budget. But if what you're doing is saying that we're going to shut down Planned Parenthood or we're going to eliminate the entire health care bill with nothing to replace it, obviously you're making a very difficult challenge, bringing our budget into balance. All the more difficult because you're trying to use the leverage of the situation to achieve your own point of view. So it's just a counterproductive way to proceed if the real goal is to bring us into balance.
Last hour we spoke with one of your colleagues from the other side of the aisle, Congressman Paul Brown of Georgia, who says he believes that there is a quote-unquote diabolical plan on the part of the Democratic leadership in the House, the Senate, and the White House as well, to go ahead and cause the government to shut down and hope that it backfires against Republicans. What do you think?
Well, if we had a plan to shut down the government, that would be diabolical, but we don't. I mean, basically, we have got to solve this, see this as a practical problem. I mean, the Republicans are proposing now, and I'm just hearing this, 30 to 40 billion in additional cuts. That would get us very close to that $100 billion. If you put everything on the table, in an over $4 trillion deficit or a budget, we're going to be able to get from here to there. But if what you want to do, and Congressman Brown is among them who is insisting we do this, that you have provisions to totally eliminate the health care bill, to totally eliminate the power of the EPA, basically to do anything about greenhouse gases, then you're making a very difficult challenge almost impossible.
Congressman Peter Welch, Democrat of Vermont, it's good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, developments on some of the most well-known